what we're talking about here in this request was subject of the February 16th 3-hour in-camera meeting. And I think that we need some guidance on the response around the issue of capacity in Central South End.
Okay. Is there a seconder for that?
I'm sorry, could you repeat it first?
Refer to the solicitor for a response through staff.
All of the questions, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Second by Councillor Scott.
Sure.
Deputy Mayor Day.
I think there's a number of questions that are in this email and subsequent emails that Mr. Speak sent that don't fall within the parameters of the Sunshine Law. There's a lot of things he just like answers on, and I think that those questions should be answered as expeditiously as possible, and not just delayed by waiting for counsel, legal counsel to give their opinion on these issues.
Okay.
So I can't accept a blanket waiting to give it all to the solicitor.
Councillor Scott.
Through you to the Deputy Mayor, can you be specific about which ones you're talking about?
Well, I actually sent a number of them through to the staff and asked for responses on them. And I can't identify them right this second. I mean, there's clearly things that are not falling within the Sunshine Law, that there's litigation issues involved in them, so. I could send things to you if you want me to subsequently. But I think that we hide behind these things sometimes, that we're gonna send it to the solicitor and we just don't answer the questions. So I think we need to show goodwill. That we're trying to answer as many as we can that are within our purview, that are not protected by the Sunshine Law, and get those answered, and then things that are legally, that require legal counsel are answered as well.
Councillor Underwood.
Yeah, exactly. You know what? I'm very, very wary about anything that is in camera, not in camera. But on the other hand, I don't want to start answering questions of things that we were in camera, we have to raise out of in camera. I mean, it sounds crazy, but we really need to know, because that was a heck of a long meeting. And we hit an awful lot of areas that were in camera at the time. So to make sure that we're doing things properly, I need to know that we can bring them out of camera. Because some stuff, maybe we can bring out of camera soon. I'm not sure if we can or not. So we do need to see the solicitor first.
Councillor Cook.
Well, I just think we've already asked for the motion for the solicitor to respond to it. Is there any reason why he did not?
Right.
So I think he will give the answers to the questions as he sees
Okay.
best.
Councillor Russell.
I agree with it should go to the solicitor, and then I think it also should refer to the discussion we were talking about having on Tuesday about clarification of correspondence. I think it's a very important discussion to have. I think it's important to timely in terms of responding to it. We should all know the rules and how we do it.
Absolutely.
I think it's important that if that's the direction we're going, that we put a time limitation on this.
Yes.
The lawyer responds quickly to emails. I think we need to say, like, definitely within a month's time. Two meetings out, that we have full.
We'll
full
talk about that on
answers back.
Tuesday when we talk about our questions.
But, okay, how about this situation specifically? Are we going to insist on a 1-month return time on all these answers?
Scott.
I was going to ask for a time limit too. We seem to be asking for a lot of different things. And in this particular case, there's been a number of questions asked several times, so I concur with the Deputy Mayor that there should be a time limit no later than a month.
Okay, we'll get a response from the solicitor within a month.
Max.
Max.
Yeah, sooner the
Any
better.
other questions? All in favor? Carried. Thanks. 5.11, correspondence from Bob Sharon. This is the variance of consent for Port French lot. Councillor Russell.
I'd like to refer this to staff for a report back because I don't know Latin. It's in the scope. But I think we should have a response to this from staff because how do we answer this question?
What do you reckon, Mr. Underwood?
Councillor Scott.
I actually had asked through you to the CAO to respond, and basically it came back that we weren't in as an ultra viral or whatever and that everything that was done was, just to clarify, is that, I'm gonna go through the mayor to Patty, and to the CAO. I understood that all that was doing was clarifying what it was that we were asked to do.
Patty?
Well, I guess we could start from the beginning. The Committee of Adjustment sets conditions on consent. And it's up to staff and council to ensure that the conditions are satisfied, mostly staff. When there's a requirement for an agreement, the only people who can authorize the entering into an agreement with the municipality is council. No one else has the authority to do that. So any condition put in place by the Committee of Adjustment has to be endorsed by council through agreement, through bylaw. We did that for this particular consent. I brought forth a severance agreement for council to authorize, which includes a clause about managing the natural parts of this particular lot to the satisfaction of the municipality. We found, once they applied for a building permit, that in order to maintain the integrity of that clause in the agreement, that we needed to revise the conditions in that clause to ensure that they followed through with the commitments they made to the municipality through all the documentation. Now, those conditions were arrived at by an on-site meeting and a number of discussions with the Conservation Authority and the builder and the owner. And that's what was presented to council. We were simply amending the agreement that council authorized by bylaw to include better restrictions to protect the natural environment on the property.
Okay. Thank you.
So to clarify this was just a housekeeping item that we had to do to make it right.
It was a strengthening to ensure that they follow through with the commitments
With the condition that was put on.
to protect the natural environment, yes.
I mean, I asked our CAO, that's what he basically said, so I just wanted to confirm that, that's all.
Okay. So motion to receive, what did the motion on this?
John had one to discuss.
You want the report back on that, or is that clarification?
Everybody else is happy? I know it all for beers and
Councilor Bonner?
Has that been conveyed to the ratepayer?
Yes, I said in the
So is there a need for a staff report? Is the ratepayer happy? Has the ratepayer indicated whether
Are you
they're
happy?
satisfied with the,
Well, does council want us to send a report, or is
Do
council
we need a report?
satisfied? Councilor Romer?
Okay, we don't need a report. We just heard an explanation. I believe there was a response, and the councilor has responded. So
We're not
I
happy?
It's
received.
Ward 3, so I was.
Motion to receive and file. Councilor Russell? Councilor McGuire? All in favor? Carried. Thank you. 6.1 is our committee minutes of the Nature's Trail Executive. Councilor McGuire?
Receive and file.
Councilor Scott?
Second.
Questions? Councilor Elman?
No question, just a nice positive, something to receive.
Yep.
What's going on?
All in favor of that?
Thank you.
That's carried.
Yes.
CAO report 36.
We need a glass of water.
I know, I got some here. This is discussion from our budget meeting, and we asked for a report on the mileage charges for council. Couple alternatives there. Do you want to deal with this tonight, or do you want to deal with it at our budget meeting? Councilor Bonds?
I'm gonna move we table it and refer it to budget.
I'll second.
Second. All in favor of that? Carried. Deal with that Tuesday?
So bring your reports.
Yeah. Report number 8 from our planner, cash in lieu of parking for council review and direction. At the bottom of the report, there's a few options, 3 options, and a staff recommendation. What's council's desire? Councilor Elman had her hand up first.
I'm going to move the recommendation, the last 2 bullets on page 94 of Patty's report. Option 3, direct staff to work with the various business groups to evaluate the suggestion of the